This video is instruction on writing your introduction and conclusion, which is RP7. You will notice here that the introduction is composed of really three elements: an opening, your thesis statement, which will include your reasons, one for each paragraph, and a statement emphasizing the importance of your topic in general. Let's go over some potential openings. A philosophical statement is something we have dealt with somewhat this year. It's a general statement that illustrates how important your topic is. And in this case, one must have health to reach their full potential. Certainly would apply to the small paper I'm writing about health. You can use an important statistic, and we're going to spend a little bit of time on this one. An important statistic: slightly over one half, 50.6% of youth are overweight, and 23.7% are obese. So now, in order to come up with that statistic, you may want to do some additional research, and to get this I did. So what I did was I went back to the Reagan website. I went to the Library Media Center, and then I went down to the databases, which is at the bottom of the page, and chose ProQuest, typing in the username 23-104-777 and the password, which is Big Chalk, and then clicking on my products page, going to eLibrary. I then am going to type in youth physical health, and I'm going to take out everything except newspapers, magazines, and websites, and I'm going to search. And here we have several articles about it, and I found one of them, and I found my statistic in one of these articles. So what I have to do now is I have to use the MLA from that article, which means that I am going to have to copy and paste it into my RP1. So I'm going to go back here to this, and we don't have an author here. Okay, so you need to find it, and we'll assume that this is it for a moment. And remember that you get your MLA by going to the citation view, copying and pasting, and just paste that into RP1. And then you can make your internal citation. And so if we now go to my RP7, I have here at the top, as Alexandra Trout points out, and then I am using the quotation that I got from the article. And notice I have the internal citation as well. So that is going into my introduction. In addition, you could use a quotation. You can just simply go to a quotation website, something like, according to Quentin Regestein, the patient should be made to understand that he or she must take charge of his own life. I think that would apply. Or you can tell a short story relevant to your topic about someone that you know. Then you're going to add your thesis statement with reasons, one for each paragraph. You already have that in RP6, and then a statement emphasizing importance. So your first step is to go to RP6, select all, hold down Control C, and then go to RP7 and hold down Control V, and notice that everything that was in my RP6 is right here in blue now. Okay? So now I want to go ahead and write the introduction. So I have pasted in my statistic here from the article I read. I need to introduce that somehow. So I'm going to start here by saying the health of young people in this country is poor, period. As Alexandra Trout points out intake BMI range from 14.35 to 48.99 with mean BMI of 24.90, slightly over 1/2, 50.6% of youth were overweight, and 23.74 were obese. So that is my opening. My thesis statement, as is written down here, already on there, is health for young people suffers because of a negative attitude towards physical education and little time spent in physical activities. My statement of importance is it is time to take this problem seriously. So once that is done, I'm going to take out my original writing of the thesis statement from RP6, and so I have this. And then I'm going to go and write the conclusion. The conclusion is even shorter. I want you to restate the thesis, but I want you to start the sentence with the word because. So what you're doing here is you are beginning with your reasons and ending with your main idea, and then finish with a call to action. So my thesis restatement is, because youth regard physical education as an unimportant activity and they spend little time in that activity, their health suffers. As a society, we must work to emphasize the importance of the health of our young people. And so that is the conclusion. So if I now go back to RP7, we'll scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that I have that in here. And so now we need to put it together with the paper. So we're going to highlight the conclusion. We'll start there. It's in Courier New, which is good. So we will indent the first line, and then we will put up a cursor there and hit the delete key until it is right under the last line. And then we're going to do the same thing here, except we need to group these as we did the other paragraphs by putting the cursor at the end of a sentence and then hitting the delete key until the sentences are all put together and they actually look like paragraphs. Looks like we have an additional space here. We'll back that up, and then we'll put a cursor here, and we will finish. Now we need then to bring the body of the paper up, so we'll just hit delete until it is right under the introductory paragraph, and then we're going to go to the bottom. That's right under the introductory paragraph. We do need to make sure that everything is formatted properly, which it clearly is not, because we've added some new stuff, so we're going to highlight everything. We know that we want everything to be in Courier New, so we'll turn it into Courier New. We want it to be font size 12, we'll turn it into font size 12. We'll go to format, we will go to line spacing, we want everything to be doubled. Okay, and then we are going to look at what we have here, and it looks like there's an additional space in here, so I'm going to want to delete that space. That looks fine, and so now RP7 is complete. Thank you.